Hey, it's good to see you. So something really weird happened to me the other day. I tend to work all day long, and then some days during the week I stop to take a break. I'll go out and either go hiking or do music sessions. Sometimes I'll take a break to build instruments. But if it's late in the evening, you can't really go out and do those things. So generally around, 10, 11, 12, if I find I've been working a bit too long throughout the day, I'll take a break and I'll just play a game. I don't really have a lot of time to play games, so I don't get to play through games. I get to play bits and pieces here, which is a real bummer because that means I can't play JRPGs all the way through, and that's my favorite genre. So usually I'll go towards like a Pokemon game because I'm a big fan of the series and they're pretty chill. Like you can just play a little bit, right? I know a number of my videos tend to discuss things on a technically critical level, but I keep some of my Switch games in a luxury ball. I do enjoy Pokemon very much, and I want the series to be as good as possible. And sometimes I'll just boot up Scarlet and Violet, and I'll run around and pick up items, and that's just chill and relaxing. I'm not really trying to beat the game. It's really just about unwinding and taking a short break from work. Sometimes I'll boot up Sword and Shield and then get very angry. That's a topic for another day, and then I turn the game off and I play something else. So the other night I was working pretty late and I was thinking I need a break. I've been pushing a little too hard today in terms of work, and I was thinking, okay, I'll just play a Pokemon game really quick. Which one should I play? And I was thinking I don't really feel like running around in Scarlet and Violet. The last time I saved in Brilliant Diamond was somewhere in the underground, and I was thinking I don't really feel like that. And then I thought, well, I haven't played Let's Go Pikachu in a while. I thought I don't really feel like I played through Kanto like 20 times in my lifespan already. And then I thought, oh, you know what would be really cool is the Time Story, Digimon Time Story demo, because your progress from the demo carries over, and the game launches in like 4 days or something like that. And I thought, oh yeah, that'd be sick. And in the demo, basically once you unlock Digivolution, you're kind of confined to basically 2 rooms, right? 2 scenes, 2 areas. But those 2 areas, in my head, I was thinking about it, right? You have sort of positive association and negative association. I thought about it. And you should think, oh, if you're trapped in 2 rooms for a demo, basically, because that's where I saved, because I wanted to do Digivolution, you would think, oh, that it's minimal and it's going to suck and be boring. But I had such positive association with the game, with the demo, and I thought, oh heck yeah, I'll run around those 2 rooms, so I booted the demo up and I went back to my save file and I ran back and forth, and I was just grinding for levels, conversions. You don't catch the Digimon in this, you raise a scan rate and then you get to generate one called a conversion, and I was just doing Digivolution, and then you can sort of turn Digimon into Digigoo and then feed them to your other Digimon to get stronger. And I was doing that, and I took a break, about an hour break, which is long. That's a really long break for me at any point during the week. And it was so chill and relaxing. I thought, this is fun. I'm running around 2 rooms, but the game itself is so fun. And it was just the demo. And I was thinking, oh, it's good because my progress will carry over. I have 3 Kurisarimon, not necessarily, I just wanted 1, but I was grinding so much that I ended up with 3. So, and I was just thinking, yeah, I know that if I had played Scarlet and Violet, I'd probably, would have just ran around picking up items in the open world, and I wouldn't have actually done anything. I just needed to chill for a few minutes. But I played the demo longer than I expected, and it was so fun. So I'm really looking forward to the game coming out. And obviously this isn't sponsored. I don't take sponsorships, and I think the people here that have been hanging out with me here at the channel know how cool the demo is and how much I genuinely really enjoy Digimon. So I don't take sponsorships or anything like that, but I'm really looking forward to the game launching in a couple days. And this is the first time ever where I didn't pick a Pokemon game just to chill and unwind at the end of the day, where I picked Digimon instead. And I have Cyber Sleuth, and I played through that a fair bit. I played a bunch of the other ones, but I've never been in a situation where I thought, oh, I just need to chill for a bit. I think I'll just play Digimon. No, usually when I want to chill, I'll pick a Pokemon game. But this is, it felt weird, because right, you really enjoy something, you're a fan of a series, and it's so weird. It felt so weird to me where I thought, nah, I'm not going to play Pokemon, I'll play something instead. And this, oh, the demo is fun. If you haven't played the demo, go grab it. This is the GPD Win Max. It's not particularly strong. It's quite a few years old, but it's got a massive honking screen. Look at that. That screen is massive. You know, it's got your L2 and R2. It does have L3 and R3 in there. The only weird thing about this is that the start and select button are very small here, and then there's a menu button right smack dab in the middle of that, so you can really easily push the menu button, and that's like pressing the home button for Steam. So sometimes I'll end up just accidentally opening the Steam menu when I want to press the start button. But yeah, I do, if there's anything that I grab on Steam, I play it on this because I like the portability. I can stick it in my backpack, go out, sit outside, enjoy some games. If I was in California, I wouldn't be sitting, you know, in the mountains playing games. That's how people get eaten by cougars, is you got to stay aware of your surroundings. But in Australia, it's much safer. You can just sit outside. You don't have to worry about some mountain lion or or a bear chomping down on you. Anyway, so I've gone off on a tangent. I just wanted to share that with you. It's been fun. I'll show a little bit of my game that I'm working on right now is Goo Buddies. I'll put some on the screen here. This is a monster taming game. At the moment, I've been working on this on live stream, and it's just been fun hanging out with people. The other day, well, yesterday, we were on live stream, and we worked on some of the menu here. You can see we programmed the logic. I say we. It feels like we because I was hanging out with people, and we were just chatting and having fun. I programmed the logic to move the monsters that are in your party, the Goo Buddies, to move them from storage and move them into your party, and then have them actually appear physically on the ranch so you can interact with them. I wasn't even originally going to get that much work done because this is actually quite challenging and it requires a lot of focus, but the people in the chat wanted to keep hanging out, and so I did work on that. And in the chat, I let them come up with values, so I edited the save data, and some Goo Buddies were born from people in the chat. And they said, oh, you know, we don't want the monsters to be stuck in prison. Can we just see what they look like? You know, and the storage, you know, is kind of like a prison because I hadn't programmed it. And I thought, okay, yeah, I know how cool it is to see more monsters. You know, that's one of my favorite things. So that's the game that I'm working on. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'll share regular updates with devlogs where I can show how much progress I'm making on the game. And yeah, I'm basically just as fast as possible. As I'm working on this as furiously as possible. I just want to get the game out and share it with people because I know that it's just going to be so fun for people. All right, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Be well. I've got another video coming today as well. I'll see you around.